Hi guys, back out on the bank. Not been out for a what feels like a very long time. I'm sure it's not that long, but yeah, must be the best part of 2 months since I've been out fishing, I think. So I've just come to a local spot, a little bit of BFS fishing today. I'm just going to start off with a little fluorocarbon leader and some tiny little lures, just so we can find some little perch, no doubt. Maybe some little silverfish if they're biting. We've kind of got a lot of that floating fern, the azola weed, starting to come back in, so it's probably going to be a case of just trying to find some clear spots to have a cast into, but yeah, we'll see how we get on. It's a nice day actually, it's just after midday. Yeah, so we'll see how we do. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the video guys. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the bank soon. Guys, off the mark with a tiny little perch. I'm going to cast into that clearer spot. Oh, there we go. Wow, that one's tiny. That's a really little fella. It's quite sunny today, so I find a few shady spots, which I think is probably where the little perch are going to be most likely, but I have a few casts around. I can see a few fish moving here, little fish. I'm starting with a tiny little kind of creature bait, and I'm just going to use that to cast around. It's a fairly light coloured, so it should show up in the water quite nicely. Just a little boat go through, which has mixed the water up a little bit, which is probably not a bad thing. Oh, there we go, look. Straight away, what's that? Little perch. Fantastic. There's a few following that in as well. That's a surprise on a first cast, that doesn't normally happen. And even though it's a nice warm day, that water's, well, that fish rather feels very cold. Chap. Perfect. Get back in the water. So I think just as I was saying, that boat's probably just done me a favour, mixing the water up a little bit and putting those perch on the feed. They're skipping and jumping over there as well, like that. See if we can cast to those. Assuming that was perch chasing. They're normally coming up to the surface, aren't they, chasing like that? The water gets really shallow around the edge here. It's a little bit deeper across that stretch at the back. I've also got some blood leech as well, some red, dark red leech, so maybe try that first. I've got another couple of colours of Polaris worm here as well. So that's a nice dark colour, so that's probably a good option. In fact, shall I give one of those a go? Why not? Let's do that. Keep hold of it. So this is a size 8 jig head, and it's a 0.7 gram. Well, it weighs 0.7 grams. So that's a perfect size to rig that kind of Polaris worm on. Perch will go for this. I do find with the likes of roach and bream that, in my experience at least, they usually take smaller lures, but even something that size I would kind of consider too big, but we'll give it a go. See what we can find, see if it'll take. I'm sure the bigger ones would take it, but I do tend to be a little bit cagey. It's a nice sunny spot. Oh, there's a few nice perch there. There we go. Oh. Just to call out, there's another little perch there chasing those little fry in front of me. Okay. Lovely little canal perch. Just getting back in the water. There's a boat just come through now, which is going to foobar things a little bit, I think. Although the last couple of times it's come through, it's put the perch back on the feed again. That's probably a good time to change over to a trace as that boat comes through and the water settles. There we go. That's probably one last little perch on that little shed. There's a little perch, literally just hooked, only just hooked. Ooh, there we go. Fill her back. Okay guys, I've just swapped over to a little trace, and the first lure I'm going to use, probably not much of a surprise, is just a little monkey lure. So we'll just use that as a search bait. It's got a nice visible tail. I've got plenty of other lures with me. We'll give a go, but we'll start with this one. And through these shadier spots, the water's settled down a bit now. That boat's come through. We'll just have a few casts and see what we can find. There we go. It's taken a while to find you, mate. Come here. Lovely little perch. Get back. Oh, I thought it was stuck, but we've got a little jack. Don't think he realises he's caught yet. Now he does. Give him a little bit of slack to play with. He's probably got lots of energy. What are you doing? Just caught right in the nose, look. Right. Not really taking any drag. Drag's set fairly light. It's only a little fish, to be fair. We get that unhooked quickly. Yep. It's very lightly hooked. Lucky to keep that one. Covered in leeches, but a nice little pike. It's probably a £1.5 pounds. Maybe. Don't think it will get to £2. Let's give it a minute. Just give it a minute in the net. It's got plenty of energy now, look. Off he goes. Perfect. Whoa. It's a lovely little one. It is only little. Get him out before he's tangled. There we go. Caught right in the nose. Go on, give it me back. Goodness me. It was stuck tight. There we go. Nice little jack. Get him back. Getting ready to get. Get his breath back. There we go. Okay guys, well that's pretty much the end of another session. Hope you've enjoyed it. It was a few hours out on the bank, chopping between the really ultralight lures, £5 fluorocarbon, and then the trace with monkey lures and a couple of other ones. As predicted, probably picking up a few perch on the ultralight lures, and then as soon as you put the trace on, I mean it's a small lure, but it seems to be on the pike like, so a few missed pike and a couple of little ones on the bank as well, so all in all a good few hours. So I'll have a few more casts, see if we can get anything else, but yeah, other than that, thanks for watching guys, catch you on the next soon.